Hi class, Dr. Coulson. I'm going to talk about Chapter 14, which is the Bullying, FERPA, and Teacher Liability chapter. This week, make sure you have read all the weekly materials. Also, if you haven't received FERPA training, you probably will in one of your other courses, especially before you go out into field experience, because it really talks about privacy and what you can and can't say or do as far as student records, grades, and so forth. Also, this gets into the liability of teacher, of the profession, as far as what liability you have, and things like that. And then the main thing I really want you to focus on is bullying for this chapter. As you probably know, bullying has become more prevalent in school, especially with the onset of social media. Some of you may have been victims of bullying yourself. But for this chapter, we're really going to focus on bullying of students with disabilities, specifically cyberbullying. Depending on the severity of the disability and the degree of the disability, some students with disabilities may not even recognize that they're being bullied. So you as the teacher have to keep an eye on those types of students and things like that. So what I've kind of got in here for you to look at is I've got a video for the onset of No Child Left Behind and how it started its fight with bullying, and more things are coming available about bullying. Here is an article from the National Council on Disabilities that is I'd like for you to read about bullying and students with disabilities. You also have your Chapter 14 quiz, you got your self-check and your actual quiz. The main assignment for this is going to be writing a paper about bullying. And really, I don't have any specifics that I want in there other than just discuss what you've learned about cyberbullying. I've given you a great reference page from Wright's Law that has lots of information that you can read on. I'd be interested to know what laws you find out there, because more and more states are passing laws. Also, what can schools do about bullying and things like that. So really just read through. It's a minimum of 2 pages, but I really just want your opinion on this paper. And then also you'll notice for the next section, we have the state law report. So you'll be looking up information on your state law, which for Indiana is Article 7. So I actually have to pull Article 7 and read through that. It's quite daunting, so go ahead and get started on that. And then you have to do a presentation on the differences between what federal law requires and what the state law requires. So this just gives you kind of sets you up for next week. So if you get finished with your bullying paper early, there is no other presentation for this week. So I will see you next week. Have a great time. Bye.